All right. Isn't this fun? I want to welcome everybody, all of the students primarily, all of the parents, the teachers, the principals, and our staff who worked so hard on this project. This is a project that's near and dear to my heart. We did a project like this on Stevens Creek about 3 years ago. I don't know if some of you were involved when some building was going on Stevens Creek in De Anza. And the community liked it so much and the students liked it so much that I asked the schools if they would like to provide us with some wonderful children's artwork to decorate the fences around our wonderful new library project. And then asked the students if they would just concentrate on perhaps using their own creative endeavors with no limitations on their creativity, except it'd be nice if it had something to do with libraries. And as you can see, they excelled. I want to, before I go much further, there are a couple of people I need to thank. We have a wonderful staff that worked very hard with us, and our architect who's up here, and Carmen next to him. Why don't you guys just kind of, Terry Green and Carmen, and we have our public works department. We came out here, and then our public information office. We have our Ray is here, and all of our group who worked so hard on this. We came up and put your artwork up, and I want you to know they were very careful. We were very careful that we tried to take good care of it and put it in a way that you would be proud. And then our public works staff also made the signs that identify each school. So the whole purpose here was to include our students in this project, because in Cupertino, a great deal of our image and what's important in our community is education and our young people. And so, well, this is our new library and our community hall and our seat of government and our community plaza. It really very much has to do with our schools. And I am very proud as a city council person and now your mayor to be in a city that partners very successfully with the school district. That isn't always true. There's sometimes a lot of jockeying for money and power. In this community, that's not true. We work really hard with both our elementary and high school district. And the superintendent of the elementary school district, who, by the way, I was one of the people who hired, so I'm very proud of him, when I was on the school board, is here to say a few words about schools and this project. I want you to know also that the artwork is so beautiful, and I have a love for children's artwork. I think they do it better than anybody. That our staff would like permission, and I guess you have to go back to your principals and ask them to produce a calendar. We took some wonderful digital shots, a calendar with all this wonderful artwork on to use as a fundraiser for our library, and the donations would be made in the name of the schools and the artists. And so I know you need to go back. We would like to do that so that everybody gets an opportunity to see your artwork, and perhaps if Bill could take that back to his principals and his parents and his teachers and see if that's something that would appeal to the students. It's just too beautiful for it to go away at the end of this project. So having said that, let me introduce, first of all, there's another city council person here. I'm sorry, Dolly Sandoval. And now I would like to introduce the superintendent of the Cupertino Union School District and ask him to say a few words, Bill Bragg.
Thank you, Sandy. Well, this is a real pleasure because I would agree wholeheartedly with Sandy that we have a wonderful partnership with the city. I think the city has done so much over the years to support the education that our children get, and have been so much a part of the value of the youth in this community to try to support their growth and providing them with wonderful opportunities to excel. We're very proud of our school district and what our school district is able to accomplish. And I think what you see with this partnership is that while we talk a lot about our academics, our art, the focus on art and music is very much a priority for us in ensuring that our kids get the opportunities to be well-rounded, educated students. And so you can see some of the talent that's here. And of course, having a new library in this community is going to be a wonderful asset to our school district because it's an opportunity for our kids to go to another place to get materials to read, to investigate, to learn, to explore, because that's what libraries are all about. I would like to highlight the fact we've got several of our principals here and some of our teachers and some of our outstanding parent supporters, because what we recognize is that we can't do what we do for the kids in our school district without the help of everyone in this community. So we're happy to be a part of this. We look forward to continued years of cooperation and interaction and a brand new library to do it in. So Sandy, I'll give it back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Before we go further, I want to just take an opportunity to acknowledge all the schools that participated. And after, at the very end of this, I'm going to wander down this panel with you, and our camera will follow us, and we'll have some really good shots of all of your artwork. And we will provide each of your schools with a DVD of this occasion so that you'll be on television. We'll also be showing it on our city channel. So we have Blue Hills School, Dilworth, Eaton, Eisenhower, Faria, Garden Gate, Lincoln, McCullough, Montclair, John Muir, Nimitz, Murdoch Portal, Sedgwick, Stockholmeyer, West Valley, and Cupertino Middle School. And I have to tell you that it took one meeting, which Bill was kind enough to allow me to attend, the meeting with all of his principals, and one presentation, and that's how many schools agreed to participate. I also want you to know that the city staff provided the panels and the paint and the brushes, delivered the panels, brought them back, and put them up. And our city manager, I think Dave Knapp, was out here. I don't know if he's still here or not. I wanted to acknowledge Dave also. So we also have something else to do important today, in addition to acknowledging your wonderful, beautiful artwork and what a very important part our students are to our library. I want to introduce to you a very important person who's heading up the library fundraising project, and she is here today to talk a little bit and to accept a check. Nicole Lee.
Thank you, Sandy. I also like to introduce another of my colleague on the Cupertino Library Foundation, and that's Jack Hubby. Jack, thank you for coming out here today. As all of you know, that this campaign is absolutely fantastic, and I'm just so proud of everyone here in contributing in their own special way to make this project unique. And I heard we're going to have a calendar, absolutely fantastic. You guys are going to be famous now, worldwide. In fact, probably put it on the web so people can order it. Can you imagine that? Yeah, and I think the other thing, we haven't quite made up a decision as to what we want to do with the original artwork. Do you think we should have a fundraiser? Maybe to auction off these original paintings? Yeah. Would you like that? What do I get? Wow, I like that. Maybe Dr. Bragg could, we'll talk about that and see what we can do. And that would be really neat, wouldn't it be, in our own community? Anyway, one of the pleasures I have is going around our town and talking to various groups as how they could support the library. And I got a phone call from our librarian, Marianne Wallace, to say that there was a special class at Garden Gate who would like us to come and do a presentation on the library, a little bit about it, because they had voted on putting together a special project for the library. And I'd like to introduce the Gate volunteer, Kelly Takahashi. She can come up here and talk to you about the special program, what the young students did. Kelly?
Hi, we have 70 students in our Gifted and Talented Education program at Garden Gate. And in March, they joined the Roots and Shoots program, which is a humanitarian service group started by Jane Goodall, which is meant for young people to implement the ideas that they have for their community and for making a positive effect. So through that group, they researched some of our community issues, and they decided that they felt most strongly about raising money for the Cupertino Library. They decided to hold a carnival at the school in order to raise funds. And in order to do that, they solicited companies to donate food and prizes. They created their own games. They collected used items for prizes, and they staffed the event as well. And it was a huge success, and we're very proud of all their efforts and in their success in raising $2,004 for the Cupertino Library. So I would very proudly like to ask Max Pommier and Nathan Hilton to present the check.
Would you like to say a few words?
Was that in the schedule?
What's your name?
Max.
Max. And your name?
Nathan.
Nathan. Okay. And what are you holding up here for us?
This is a fake check to symbolize the money we raised. Oh, and that's the real check.
Oh, and that's the real check.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's the real check. Okay. And you want to tell us a little bit about this beautiful portrait? What is it of?
The new Cupertino Library.
Okay. And I see a lot of signatures on there. Who are they?
The signatures of all the gate students that you see here on your left.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Did you guys have a good time? Yeah. Would you like to do it again next year? And are you issuing a challenge to other schools to do the same thing, to come up with a fundraising project?
Why not?
Why not? Yes. Thank you. And on behalf of the city as well, Mayor James, would you like to come up here? On behalf of the city and on behalf of the Library Foundation and the Library Campaign, we absolutely thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we are so proud of you. Thank you very, very much.
Come on the other side here. Here you go. There you go. Hold
Here.
on to this side.
Hold on to this side.
There you go. You got it?
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
Okay. I just, I talk a lot about our young people because everybody likes to say they're our future, but the reality is they're our present and our future. And if you agree to let us auction off some of your panels, I have a brand new, my first ever grandchild who's 6 months old, and I have my eye on a couple of those for her nursery, so I want first dibs on them, okay? I want to take some of us, we're going to have the camera follow us, and the students will be good too, and we're going to kind of take a little stroll down here, and so that you can get a really good look at all this wonderful, incredible artwork. And I know, by the way, that a lot of our art mentors and our teachers, and I know that the Cupertino Education Endowment Foundation, who has been really funding education and art and technology in the classroom, helped a lot with this. And you will see how truly, truly talented and creative our young people are. So why don't we start over here with Garden Gate? This is absolutely wonderful. And these were all panels, individual panels, and some of the schools chose to do murals and some chose to do individual ones. I thought this one was particularly creative, and I loved the color. And the Gators, that's your mascot, correct? Yeah. All right. So they incorporated their mascot into the pictures here. A little modern art here. Yeah? How many of you painted these panels? How many of you are involved in painting these panels? Wow. Does anybody want to say something about them?
It took a long time.
I want to turn around. He wants to see you right here. Anybody else want to say anything that worked on this?
Well, it was a really good experience of having many of my friends work together in this. It was really interesting.
Good.
It was really fun to get together and create, things.
Okay. Anyone else have a comment they want to make?
We got to share our ideas and work together as a team.
Good. Anyone else? Great job. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Oh.
It wouldn't have happened without Mrs. Ganapathy and all of her organization. It wouldn't have happened without Mrs. Ganapathy and her organization in opening up her home, right?
And she's very talented. I've worked with her before. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the next school. Who can read the name on the bottom there for me? Montclair. Montclair, and they did and I thought this was quite interesting. With this beautiful colors, read a great book, and I loved the murals. It was beautiful, beautiful. Is there anyone here from Montclair? Okay, we'll have to say thank you next time we see them. And here is one panel from, where's it from? Blue Hills. This is a very nice panel from Blue Hills. It's beautiful color. It's a leadership team. Take some time off and read. What's that? And over here, we have one from Faria Elementary School. I particularly like the colors in that one. Aren't those colors gorgeous? Now, what school do you suppose this one's from? Portal. Look at it. Back up just a little bit so people can see this. This was a panel. If you look at it close, when the camera comes up close, do you see what they did? They took actual jackets off their favorite books and made them very, very small, and then drew a picture around each one of them. So when you get a chance, look at this real closely. And they are the penguins. So there's lots and lots of penguins on their panel. Do we? Okay, where? Want to say something?
Well, it took a lot of time because we had to sort out our places, and first we have to do drafts.
Beautiful. How did you do the book jackets?
Well, our art teacher, she cut out small pieces from magazines and she gave it to us. We got to pick out and glue it on.
It's very beautiful. You have to come up and take a close look at this because it's very, very unique. What's the next school, guys? West Valley. I like the colors on this one. This one is beautiful, beautiful. A lot of pastel colors. I like to read. Is there anyone from West Valley School here? No? Okay. This is very, very nice. Magic Treehouse. Alien Invaders. What's the next school? Dilworth. Dilworth's very different. They use mainly primary colors. See that? It's first grade, third grade. Lots of different things here. Anyone here from Dilworth? Okay. Then we have Eisenhower. You like that guy? I like that guy. It's kind of cute, huh? Your Library, Dr. Seuss, I Spy, Dictionary. And the next one is John Muir. I thought this one was kind of interesting, too. There are two panels here together. Anyone here from John Muir? Okay. A book is a treasure. Every book is a treasure. Here's Cupertino Middle School. What do you think about those? A little bit older students. Better drawing. A little more defined drawing. More into the actual drawing part. Very beautiful. Okay, this is a huge one. What school is this one? Stockholmeyer. And what do you think is anyone here from Stockholmeyer? What do you think the theme is here?
Types of books.
Yeah. Do you think it's types of books you've read? Oh, okay. So Stockholm, does anybody see their favorite book represented?
I like Garfield.
Garfield.
And I like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I just think these are beautiful. I like Clifford myself. Clifford's kind of neat. Look at this. Very good. Okay. That's the next school. Lincoln Elementary School. Is there anyone here from Lincoln? I heard there's someone from Eisenhower, so we'll come back that way. Anyone here from Lincoln? Okay. What do you think the theme is here?
Underwater sea creatures.
Underwater. Why do you suppose they did underwater? Do you know anything about the new library and one of the big fun parts of it?
There's an aquarium.
Yeah, there's a huge marine aquarium, and I think they use that as their theme. I love the colors. Aren't they vibrant? Very, very nice. Very nice. Who's this one that says Reading Rocks? McAuliffe, that's true. Reading Rocks. We love to read. Very nice. And the next one is? Nimitz Elementary School. Anyone here from Nimitz? Come on down. Is there anyone here from McAuliffe? I forgot to ask. Oh, really? Okay.
Covers both ends of the spectrum. Both. This is from McAuliffe. It's a school located just on the border in Saratoga and Cupertino. I'm not aware of how they put this together, but I do know that they work very, very hard on the idea of themes and thematics, and art plays a very, very vital role with that. And I know that they took a lot of great care and pride in putting this together for the city. In regards to Nimitz, this was put together by our 4th and 5th graders in the art prep program that CEF supports. And the CEF teacher that helps with this really works hard, and the kids came in. This was on their own time at lunchtime, and they came in to paint these things using the lessons of at hand. Like you can see, one was more Picasso modernistic like, one was more real life with the dolphin kind of thing. So they try to use what they were doing in class, and again, that was a CEF teacher who helped lead that for us here at school. So we're the Dolphins. We're the Dolphins. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm Michael Kalb. I'm the principal of Nimitz. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. So who do we have down here, guys? Eaton Elementary School. Is there anyone here from Eaton? They're right around the corner. Okay, why don't you tell us about this?
Well, we all took our recess and our lunch to do this, and I guess that's it.
Anyone else?
Oh, and reading takes you many paces to your imagination.
Very nice.
I enjoy reading, and it was fun working on the panels because I also enjoy painting and drawing.
Okay.
We used many colors in order to make these panels. So, yeah.
Good. Anyone else from Eaton have something they want to say?
It took a long time to make it, but it turned out really good.
It's absolutely beautiful. And then the last panel here, the last ones are from Sedgwick. Is there anyone here from Sedgwick? Okay, let's see what the theme is here. What do you think this theme is, guys?
Kids in the class for that one.
Right, kids in the class with their handprints. They have smaller hands than I do. Do you think they're younger than me? Could be, huh? Yeah. Libraries can take you anywhere. Oh, I like that. It's a theme. Okay, so we're someone from Eisenhower. Can we find the Eisenhower artwork so that we can hear from you from Eisenhower? Okay, let's go find your artwork. And you know, you can bring your family and your grandparents and your neighbors and show them your artwork on display. It's going to be moved around to that side tomorrow or the next day, so it'll be on the street side. So don't think it's not here. It's just going to be moved by locations. Okay, where's Eisenhower? Here we go. Did we find your artwork? Where's? Oh, we go. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's Eisenhower. Well, these are the beautiful, true colors. Why don't you tell us about them?
I made one, but I like my sister's better. It's that one right there. It took a long time, but it turned out really good.
They are wonderful. And again, I want to thank you from all the residents, 52,400 plus residents, and all our businesses and our employees for participating in this very, very, very important part of the history of Cupertino. This is the biggest project ever to be built in the 50 years history of the city. So you're a big part of it. And come and enjoy it. Thank you for participating, and thank you very, very, very much for saying yes to helping out.